Four WrestleMania matches has been announced for WrestleMania 41 on this Monday Night Raw episode. But before we get into the video, drop a big thumbs up down below to the subscribe button because I'm on the road to 500 subscribers. Really would like to appreciate that. And WrestleMania will be coming in a week from now, so I will be posting a lot of wrestling videos discussing about WrestleMania, so consider turning on that post notification to get those videos. But also follow all of the links down below, like my Twitch, Insta, and X. Really would appreciate that. Anyway, let's hop into today's video. So, the opening of Monday Night Raw was Adam Pearce basically announcing the superstars. Santi got caught lacking with Io. Anyway, Io, Rhea, and Bianca got in the ring, and even in the US, Bianca is still getting booed, which is questionable. Maybe, I don't even know. Anyway, she was getting a little heated with Bianca saying, "How is this fair? How is Rhea getting a chance to just gain her randomly in a championship match that I earned?" And the crowd was booing Bianca, even though she said, "I know, right? I would be mad too." And Io got disrespected again. You know what I'm saying? She got pushed around her face a little bit, but of course Io did a springboard jump kick right to Rhea and hit Bianca, and they just started fighting. All three women signed the contract. It's official: Rhea, Io, Bianca for WrestleMania, and I'm pretty excited to see it. I think Bianca is gonna win, but I want Io to win. So yeah. Anyway, we're talking about the Judgment Day segment where Finn Balor was shocked that Don wanted the Intercontinental Championship opportunity and kind of acting rude, like, people are telling you like you're a loser and you suck and you're absolute trash. So prove the haters wrong tonight. He's the only hater. Because my boy, the GOAT, Dirty Dominic Mysterio, is not a loser. He's not anything. And first off, that's disrespectful, you calling my boy Dirty Dominic GOATness. Greatest luchador of all time, even better than El Grande Americano. Anyway, we had the Women's Intercontinental Championship opportunity. And let me just tell you, this match was probably one of the best matches, if not the best match of the night. First off, Bayley and Lyra have beautiful chemistry doing these drop kicks. I don't even know what this was, but looked like Bayley's back was indeed in pain. A couple forearms thing. Bayley drop kick Lyra through the thing. Then why not? Lyra tried to do the same thing from the outside, but then she got caught, hit with the Bayley to belly, and then of course Bayley hit her classic like somersault, hit the turnbuckles, but then Bayley hooked in the lion taber. We thought that she was about to hit the rose plant, but Lyra rolled out into a roll-up pin. 1, 2, 3, and still the Women's Intercontinental Champion, Lyra Valkyria, and she did end up hugging Bayley. And since they're tagging this Friday, which most likely they're probably gonna win. So, congratulations to Lyra for another successful title defense. Can't wait to see what she does more. It's kind of sad though, so she's not defending it at WrestleMania. Maybe next year we get them on the show. Anyway, Karen Cross keeps on digging and keep on bringing up something with AJ Styles, and AJ just got enough with it and said, I'm gonna go to Adam Pearce and request a match with you next week. And I think this is like the first time in months that Karen Cross is having a match on TV. Like, I don't remember the last time I even watched a Karen Cross match. I'm not even joking. I probably did though. Review it because it was in 2025, I think, right? I don't even know. But, yeah. Anyway, El Grande Americano got a big pop in Minneapolis. By the way, though, LWO, we need more LWO matches like this because they're fire. And with American made in El Grande Americano. By the way, beautiful. All three men diving. And then they all doing the super. Then all three people of American made and Grande Americano doing the superplex from the top rope. Nasty stomp. And then all of a sudden we got Bro doing stuff. I don't even know what that is. But of course, Dragon Lee planting El Grande Americano. But this was just an insane spot. So, Joaquin Wilder jumped off his one teammate, jumped on Julius Creed, and then you jumped like 20 feet in the air, did a back front flip, and lands on Brutus. But then we got Cruz del Toro doing his little thing, jumping from the outside, landing on there, and then sadly, somehow Grande Americano put like a metal thing in the mask, headbutt Rey Mysterio, the headbutt Dragon Lee, but then the diving headbutt, knocking Dragon Lee out with the metal thing in his mask. 1, 2, 3. El Grande Americano won the match for American Made and himself. And yeah, that's pretty big news if you ask me. Next up, we had the Jey Uso segment. By the way, this was very disrespectful. Mid-event, Jey Uso was a C-Jax. I don't even know, but yeah, that's crazy. Anyway, he was all in black with the Yeet black glasses on. By the way, he was in, Gunther was in the ring already. He said, "Gunther, you have a brother? You have a mother? What you talk with your mother about? What you talk about your mother? Family stuff? Like, blah, blah, blah. Well, guess what I talk with my mother about? Why, her oldest son is in the hospital right now." And the crowd did yeet. Bro, the crowd was so, bro. And he was basically going off and said, "You disrespected my family. You know how much family means to them. They all know how family means to me." And basically going off and Gunther said, "Gunther, you better go to sleep before WrestleMania. Call your mom and tell you how much you love her. Cause I'm gonna have to pray the night before at WrestleMania to pray so I can be a better, so I can tell them myself that I'm not gonna be the man that I am, because I'm gonna take that World Heavyweight Championship off of you." And basically he said, "I'm not scared of you," and other stuff. And basically he said, "I'm gonna pray so I can take that World Heavyweight Championship off of you, Gunther." So yeah, that's crazy. Next up, we got Rey Mysterio asking Adam Pearce for a match, not against Chad Gable, but against El Grande Americano. This does suck, though. Another year? Chad Gable is missing WrestleMania? Are you serious? Are you serious? The new flashy, one of the greatest luchadors of all time, El Grande Americano, is getting a wrestling match before a guy who's been with the company for like 10 plus years. That's crazy to me. That is crazy to me. Anyway, it was a new day for versus the War Raiders for the World Tag Team Championships. And honestly, this match was kind of underwhelming. They obviously did the cool spots where they do the cross body into the barricade spot, and then we got the Eric literally tossing around Kofi Kingston. But they did the what's it called? I don't even know what it's called, but you know what I was talking about, their tag team finisher. But of course, Xavier Woods broke it up. But anyway, eventually they got a steel chair. Kofi got a steel chair, and Ivar was trying to take it away, and somehow accidentally Xavier Woods either flopped or got hit, and the referee said disqualification. Ivar hit him, and then they both got jumped, and they hit him with steel chair. But then almost tried to end Eric's career once again by putting his face on the steel chair, about to try to jump off it, but of course WWE officials got him off of there before anything serious could happen. They show a little video package, of course, before WrestleMania 41 happens, basically just months of leading up to this. And by the way, today is his 1 year anniversary. He's WWE champion. Congratulations. I remember that day. I was watching on my TV over here. I was like, ah! And then when you pinned Roman Reigns, I fell to the ground, almost hit my head on my metal bed frame. And I was very happy that day. Anyway, we had Dominic Mysterio, the greatest luchador of all time, take on another respectable luchador, Penta. And by the way, let's give up to the Minneapolis crowd where we got "Let's Go Dom" chants. Speaking of Dom and Penta, there was already a Fatal 4-Way announced for WrestleMania for Finn Balor, Braun Breaker, Penta, Dom for the Intercontinental Championship, and my boy Dominic Mysterio is winning that one for sure, if you didn't already see. But anyway, Three Amigos, And then Penta decided to hit Dom's face for some weird reason. 619 almost hit the frog splash, but Penta got his knees up, but then hit the Penta driver for the 1-2-3. Penta won, but Carlito jumped Penta. But then Braun Breaker came out, then ran full force down the ring again. Carlito being sacrificed for a super spear, and Braun Breaker jumped a little too much, either too early or too late, and did a whole somersault. And look at this dude. This guy could lay it on his head. He flipped onto his back, but then got in the ring, speared Dom out of his shoes, and then speared Penta. Almost. Then Finn Balor came in the ring, hit him, and then almost got speared by Braun Breaker, but of course, Finn Balor dived out of the way, and we got Braun Breaker holding his Intercontinental Championship up. So I'm really excited for this match. This match is probably going to be one of the best matches of the night. So I can't wait. By the way, let's see. I can't believe Braun Breaker did that. Anyway, I thought the show was over, but Paul Heyman came out and said, "Ladies and gentlemen, blah, blah, blah." And it was basically saying he would never betray Roman Reigns, never betray CM Punk. But let's get to the juicy stuff. Seth Rollins basically came out and said, "Remember when you got beaten up after Roman lost his title due to me? And what did he do? Did he come and save you after you got slammed through the announce table by Jacob Fatu? Your kids, Jacob and your daughter, I forget your daughter's name, had to watch you get beat up. No, Punk didn't do either." And basically just telling that Paul that CM Punk or Roman Reigns are not his friends, and just using them for secrets, for favors and stuff. And then he said, "Is this worth something? Is this worth something?" He said, and he put his hands on it, and Paul Heyman said, "You don't dare put hands on me." And then Seth Rollins started backing him up in the corner, but CM Punk's music came out. He started jumping Seth, and then boom, they started fighting the outside. Got thrown to the steel steps, but then sadly Seth Rollins hit the curb stomp on CM Punk, and then almost hit it on Paul Heyman. But Paul Heyman was like, "Ugh." But Seth Rollins did stop, and he went up there and said, "Paul, you owe me a favor." And this got me thinking, what do you mean, Seth Rollins, you owe Paul Heyman now owes you a favor? How does that make sense? You didn't curb stomp his head into the mat and he almost broke his neck? Wait, is that how is that a thing? How is that how? How are you owed a favor? I don't understand. Can someone explain to me how Seth Rollins is owed a favor? I can't think about that. And what would the favor be? To help him win at WrestleMania? That don't make sense, right? I hope not. Anyway, what do you guys think about favor down in the comments below? What do you think Seth Rollins' favor is, and do you think Paul Heyman will accept the favor? Anyway, leave up your comments and opinions down below. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.